Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Scrapping on the Go 2000 YouTube Subby Celebration and Giveaway Hop. Yeah, Dolly is celebrating 2000 subbies and is having a giveaway. This is the layout that I'm going to scrap lift of hers. I watched her do the process video a long time ago and fell in love with it, so it was a good one to scrap lift. And I'm going to scrap this photo of Reagan. And there I am showing again and pointing out the mixed media around there, the doily, the film strip, and the title. And I've got a few stencils picked out and some stamps to use. I am going to use some inks for my background. I'm going to start out with the packaging technique and use it first. And then I'm going to layer some more stuff. So I might end up, well, I know I'm going to end up with more on my layout. Y'all know I like more. So I will end up with more on my layout than Dolly has on hers, but hers is definitely the inspiration for mine. I am using that Spellbinders ink. I can't think of the other brand of it, but it's Rustic Rose. And then I'm using Spun Sugar, Distress Oxide, and then Velvet Rose Oxide, Peacock Feathers Distress Ink. And later I'm going to use some Memento in yellow and Garden Green from Close to My Heart. So I'm going to have several colors of ink on here. This one I'm just kind of splattering it around there. It's darker than the Spun Sugar. And this is the Peacock Feathers, and it's going to get splattered too. I am not going to use the packaging technique on it. I want little bits and pieces of it around the layout because I plan on coloring my film strip and title with the Peacock Feathers, so I wanted something for them to go with. I did pick a pretty much tiny watercolor brush to do that with, so I'd have smaller splatters. This is a Vicky Bouton stencil, and hers has kind of like maybe, I'm not sure. It's a very fine line. It's really a nice stencil, and I really like it. Wished I had one like it, but I didn't, so I decided to go ahead and use this smaller looking chicken wire fence stencil instead. Well, maybe honeycomb. Maybe it is honeycomb. It could be honeycomb, but it's similar on both. And these are stamps from Studio Light, art by Marlene, or yeah, art by Marlene. And I'm going to pick several of the stamps out to stamp on here. This one is little hearts, a string of hearts across there, and I'm going to stamp it twice. And the stamp I'm using for the peacock feathers, it might be little tiny flowers, or then again, it might be pollen. I'm not sure, but I thought I'd go ahead and use it on here because it reminded me of flowers. And pretty much everything that I do end up reminds me of flowers or love, like the heart and the word love. And the photo is of Reagan, and we were at their house, and I took them to the store with me and stopped at McDonald's and the park and came back, and I thought I did not take no photos at the park at all. So I took their photo before I left. So it's just a quick photo. And I got her and her sister, and I got them together, which I've scrapped the one of them together, but I needed to scrap this one. She has a pink shirt on, but she also has kind of a bluish, it's not 100% like the peacock feathers, but shades of it in the shirt is. Shades are all actually blue too, but I wanted to pick out the peacock feather kind of color. This stencil here, I got it a long time ago, and I'm not even sure where I got it. And I do not use it near often enough, considering how many ideas I had when I was purchasing it, though. I'm trying to put the little vines where I plan on putting flowers from one of the Vicky Bouton stencils. And I'm going to use 3. I have got it washi taped off so that they're separate and I can do them individually instead of the whole stencil. So I took some modeling paste and I put some yellow, the Memento yellow in there. And I am just going to use the 3 that I have stenciled off and not the rest. And they're just going to kind of be in like a triangle on the page, like the vines are. This yellow seemed to dry a tiny bit darker than what it was when I was putting it on there. So I was considering taking my paintbrush and painting the flowers after it dried. And then I decided, no, it's yellow enough. I like it. But looking at it now, I'm still thinking about going back there and putting some yellow watercolor on top of them, or maybe even some acrylic, and making them more yellow. But she has yellow in her shirt, and thinking about making them the color that's in her shirt is what I'm thinking about looking at my layout now. But I haven't quite made up my mind. There's my Tonic Studio film strip, and I am just trying to do it more like a watercolor where some are spots are darker than others, some are lighter. And I'm doing the title the same way. However, when it dries, you got to really be looking at it to tell. I mean, I can tell, but you got to be looking at it to tell. Just looking at the whole layout, it's not that noticeable of a difference. I guess I shouldn't have been quite so heavy-handed because I think that's what happened. She has a doily on her layout, so I, for the first time in a while, pulled a doily out to go on mine. Only I wasn't wanting white. I used watercolor paper, and this watercolor paper isn't a perfect white. I mean, it's not white, not like the doily is. So I decided to put some of the spun sugar around it so that it would be a light pink instead, and I like that a whole lot better. I'm trying to put my photo where it sits on the doily and has some showing on both sides, and just a little bit on the top. I am putting it on foam tape so that if I want to tuck something under, I can. And the film strip's the only thing really I think I end up tucking under other than a couple of sequins. I wanted my title to look like it did on the wax paper, but I guess I didn't leave enough room for that. So it is going to get moved just a little bit. And let's see what I have. Oh, I have these little ladybugs. Now, they're not the traditional colors. I used a little bit of creative license with them. I already had some made up in the red and the black, but red and black just really didn't seem to go with my layout, so I did them in a dark pink and the green that's behind the photo. And while I'm putting them on there, I think sequins is about the only thing I have left after that. I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the links to everybody else that's helping Dolly celebrate her awesome milestone. And don't forget to go to Dolly's channel. I am not sure the requirements for the giveaway, but it's probably subscribe and leave a comment. But be sure to go out there over there and check it out and find out what you need to do to get in on the drawing. And don't forget to check out all the links down there below for everybody else that's helping Dolly celebrate. You might find some new channels that you would like to subscribe to. But that's it. That's my layout. And yeah, it is a little more than what Dolly's was. But, I like more. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But there's my title with the sweet smile and the vine that I should use a lot more often because I really do like it. and the stencil from Vicky Booten, and you can see the stamping from the art by Marlene. And there's the ladybug, and that's Elizabeth Craft Designs, and it does come in a set of two with two different designs. And that one I think I like the best because its wings are kind of coming open, and there's the other one. But I hope you all have a happy scrappy week, that you take care and you stay safe, and you hop along on the hop, and that you get lots of inspiration from the layouts that you're going to see along the way, and maybe even try one or two or more. But bye.